Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Vanderbilt Commodores. And Commodores will kick it away first. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Kentucky's offense will go to work first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
They'll try the run. Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, and the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will get the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Commodores just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Handoff from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Commodores getting set on first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And that's a good sight to see from this defense. Last week, they gave up a ton of points in a race. This week, getting a deflection early. Hopefully see the ball a little bit better.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Intercepted for the 11th time.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Now it's second and goal. Punts it out of the air. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Doors.
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, to give, looking for room. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Now on second down. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. To the air, it's Barrett. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Looking for more room. Powers through.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignore.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. Got room at the 35. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Coleman.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. And the Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Gives it on the option. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Tosses it incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Back to throw, it's Barrett. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Flips it out to the back. Wide open spaces. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the 1st half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Barrett. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. The spin, still on his feet. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Got it in the middle, it's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The Commodores moving quickly to the line. He might want another play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. He wants it all. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And the Commodores send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Makes a connection. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Barrett. Under fire. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious. Time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
He lobs one high down the left side. He makes a grab. And he will score! Touchdown, Wildcats!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll give it to him again. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Line getting set on 2nd down. unloads quickly. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Barrett. Flips it out in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Commodores in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the inside give. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
He's got it on the right. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on.
Touchdown, Vandy. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The inside handoff. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. Offense gets set for 2nd down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So the final period starts with a second down play. To throw, it's Barrett. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll give it to the back. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in cover.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll keep it himself. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Commodores have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown Doors. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not.
He's loose on the right. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
They'll go to the ground. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Barrett. It's on target and complete. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebacker.
There he goes. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. No matter how much college football changes, realignment,